One of the questions that we regularly ask each other, people call in, they ask me, I ask producer Pat, I ask guests, are these lunatic conspiracy theorists, particularly when it comes to the election fraud alleged of 2020, do they really believe it, or is it just something they say to show that they're on the team? So when we see a poll that a while ago said, 57% of Trump voters believe Trump won, even though he didn't. We ask the question, do they literally believe Trump won, or do they see saying Trump won as how they signal that they're on Trump's team? It could be one, the other, could be a combination of the two. When it comes to MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, we now have a leaked text message that tells us he's a true believer. We see Pillow come out and say all these things. Oh, it's the machines. And remember, he wanted to sue all machines.
We're doing a class action lawsuit against all machines.
Right. And we wonder, could this guy possibly be for real? Well, it turns out that on December 20th of 2020, Pillow texted Trump Chief-of-Staff Mike Lindell. The text message is longer than a CVS receipt, so we're going to look at it in pieces. But the takeaway is he really is a believer. Look at this is not something he said publicly. This is a private text message to Mark Meadows, and Mike Pillow believes it all. It reads, "Hey, Mark, I felt I was supposed to text you this message, you being a man of faith and on the front line of the decisions that are going to be historical." I guess he means historic. "I would ask that you pray for wisdom and discernment from God. You are one of the people the president trusts the most. That being said, I want to add my input. Everything Sidney," he's referring to Sidney Powell, Trump's, I guess, lawyer at the time, "everything Sidney has said is true. We have the machines, and everything we already have proves the president won by millions of votes. I have read and not validated yet that you and others talked him out of seizing them. If true, I pray it is part of a bigger plan. This is Pillow wanting the voting machines to be seized by Trump. I am grateful that on the night of the election, the algorithms of the corrupt machines broke and they realized our president would win in spite of the historical fraud. I look for deviations every day in my business. When I find one, I investigate relentlessly until I know why it happened and how it happened. This is my gift from God that has made my business so successful." He's a real believer. He is completely out of his mind. He goes on to write to Mark Meadows, "From 11:15 p.m. on the night of the election, I have spent all my time running impossible deviations and numbers from this election." What? "I also was blessed to be able to get info and help Sidney, Lynn, General Flynn, and everyone else out there gathering all the massive evidence. I have been sickened by politicians, especially Republican judges, the media not wanting to see the truth, no matter what the truth would be. This is the biggest cover up of one of the worst crimes in history. I have spent over $1 million to help uncover this fraud and use my platform so people can get the word, not to give up. The people on both sides have to see the truth. And when they do, there will be no civil war. People, including politicians, are fearing. The only thing any of us should fear is fear of the Lord. Every person on this planet needs to know the truth and see the evidence. Mark, God has his hand in all of this and has put you on the front line. I will continue praying for you to have great wisdom and discernment. Blessings, Mike." And Mark Meadows responded, "Thanks, brother. Pray for a miracle." He really believes it. And the reason we care about this is that it's arguably harder to deal with people who really believe it. With people who only say it, you merely have to convince them it's no longer in their interest to say it, but they already didn't believe it. So it's much simpler and more straightforward. When you have a real believer like this, it is much more difficult to disabuse them of these beliefs and to deprogram them. And that's obviously what we're coming up against right now. The kind of silliest part is where he sees that there are some impossible deviations, like as if Pillow has any idea how statistics work or any idea how to apply them in the real world. But more importantly, we still haven't actually seen any of the data that this is supposedly based on. And that's maybe the wackiest thing, which is going all the way back to the beginning. Pillow has insisted we have machines, we have data, we have we have all of it. We've run statistical analysis. Okay, well, when are you going to show us the data? Oh, I'll show it to you at my symposium or my symposium, as he would call it. And then he didn't show anything. And then it's been a year, almost a year and a half now. If you have the data, it would be great for you to show it. It's always a week away from coming out. My guess is they don't have it. But if these text messages prove anything, it's that he really believes this. And I think it's safe to believe at least some portion of other Republicans truly believe it as well. Sure, some of them just say it. Yeah, Trump won. Trump won. I believe that Trump won. If Trump stopped saying it, they would stop saying it too. But Mike Lindell truly, genuinely, and sincerely seems to believe this fairy tale, and that makes it all the more difficult to deal with. We'll have the text message up on our Instagram, which you can find at David Pakman Show. I'm really excited that one of our sponsors today is Helix Sleep. I sleep on a Helix mattress at home. I absolutely love it. And that's why I reached out to them about sponsoring the David Pakman Show. Buying a mattress in the past was always a huge guessing game for me. I didn't know what I actually needed. I didn't know what I would like. But Helix has a sleep quiz on their website. You tell them your body type, your sleeping position, your back pain issues you might have, and their tool matched me with a mattress that is perfect for me. It's cool enough at night. It's the right firmness. I generally just do way better sleeping these days because of the mattress. Helix was awarded #1 best overall mattress for the last 2 years by both GQ and Wired magazine. It is well-deserved, I can tell you firsthand. Every Helix mattress comes with a 10-year warranty. You can try the mattress risk-free for 100 nights, and they will even come pick it up at your house if you don't love it, but I know you will. All of my viewers will get up to $200 off your order, and you'll get 2 super premium pillows for free when you go to the link right underneath this video.